Welcome to Basic Introduction to Google Sites. The first thing you must do is go to sites.google.com. You might be able to find it in your grid launcher, but if it's not visible, then you can go to the address bar and type in sites.google.com. If you are taken to the classic Google Sites, you will see a screen similar to this with a red button in the left-hand corner that says Create. Also on the left-hand side, you'll notice that you have a link to go to the new Google Sites. Once you get to the new Google Sites landing page, you will see tiles for previous sites that you may have made. If you haven't made any, it will look similar to this. In the lower right-hand corner, you will see a red circle with a plus sign, and you click the circle to create a new Google site. This will open up a blank template. From here, you can modify the title of your page, the title of your site, and we're going to get into some of the other areas that you can modify as well. First, let's go ahead and give your site a name. Just calling this one My Google Site. Notice that that name is replicated for the name of the site in the upper left-hand corner. And then you want to give your page a title. This could be About Me, whatever your main page is going to be called. From there, note that you have several options for your header type. You can increase the size of the banner to make it large. The default is a normal banner size. You can also take it away and make it to where it's the banner only. You can also change the image on the header. You can upload your own or select one of the images that Google has in stock. I'm going to go ahead and select one of these from the gallery. Notice that when you select an image, Google will adjust it for readability. So in this case, it increased the brightness of the picture and changed the font to a dark color. You can modify this if you would like. Now if you'll look on the right-hand side of the screen, you'll see all of the options that you have to insert onto your page. The main ones that you'll be working with are text, images, embed, and upload. So this is an example of a text box that you can insert on your page. You have options for the way that you want your text to appear, and I'm showing you now some examples of what your text can look like. You can modify the appearance of a title, a heading, a subheading, and then you have your normal text also. Each of these can be further modified for putting the text in bold, italics, centered, left or right justified, but their appearance is controlled from the themes area. The default theme is the simple theme. You can change the font style, and you'll notice how those changes appear on the page. You can also change the color, and this will modify some of the text title headings and also some of the accents that appear on the page. And then there are different styles that have different appearances as well. Each of these has slightly different font choices that go along with them. And again, you can modify the colors, and you can even select a custom color if you would like. I'm going to go ahead and select this style, and then we'll move on to some of the other options that you can insert. If you choose to select an image, you have several places from which to select the source. You can search by URL, you can search from Google and from Life, and they try to be copyright free or commercial free images, but that's not guaranteed. You can also search from within your album and directly from Google Drive as well. So once you find an image you want to insert, you can simply click it and insert it, and it will appear on your page. From there you can modify, you can crop, you can even link it to somewhere else. You can also reposition your image so that it is next to or above your text. Wherever the blue bar appears when you're clicking and dragging your image, that's where it will end up. You've also got some vertical lines. They are not evenly spaced, but those vertical lines are your guidelines for how much space that object will occupy, whether it is text or an image or anything else. Here are some other items that you can insert from your page. This gives you an option to insert from Drive. It allows you to access items that are in your team drive as well as shared with me items. You can filter that further by selecting Docs, which will show you all of the same things that are in your Google Drive, but it's filtered to show you only the recent documents that you have accessed. You do still have a search option if you want to search for a particular file type, when it was modified, who created it, things of that nature. So that's for all of the different flavors of Google Docs, the sites, sheets, etc. There are some Google embeds as well. You can embed videos from YouTube. You can search YouTube, or you can look at videos that have been uploaded. You can embed a calendar. You will only see calendars that you have access to. The Google Maps is another option to embed. You can search for a location and then that area will be embedded. Or if you've created any custom maps, they'll be listed in the My Maps section. So I'm going to go ahead and insert one of these maps that I've created. So now that you have some content on this page, how do you create another page? In the right-hand area, you'll notice you have a middle section called Pages. Go to Pages, and then in the center of the bottom of this panel, you'll see a button to click, and this is how you insert a new page. Once you give it a name and click Done, then it will insert this page, and this page will be at the same level but next to your home page, whatever page you started with. So from this new page you can select additional items to insert, similar to what we did on the home page. Now, as far as embeddable content is concerned, there are several options that you can utilize now when you're embedding. You can copy and paste a URL, or you can copy and paste Embed Code. Embed Code is special code that allows you to embed often dynamic content onto your page that will allow you to interact with a website, or at the very least give you a preview of what the website looks like. If you click on the icon that looks like an eyeball, you can preview what your page looks like to visitors. It is fully interactive, and in the bottom right hand area you'll notice that you're currently looking at the preview as if you were viewing it on a desktop. You can switch that to see what it looks like on a tablet or on a mobile device, and if you need to make any adjustments to your content, you can do so by clicking out of the preview and modifying your content. You can also choose to add collaborators. This would be basically somebody who is assisting you with maintaining the content on your site. Now, when you're finished with what you've done, you're ready to publish. If you click on the Publish button, you have some options. You can choose to make your site public to everyone within your domain or with the world. When you are publishing your site, the very first thing you need to do is give it a name. We are part of a domain, so the first part of your URL is going to be associated with our domain. Whatever you call your website gets attached to the end of that URL. So you'll notice a little preview showing up beneath the bar where you're typing your name. And then you can designate whether you want it visible to only people within our district or to anyone on the web. You can choose to select or deselect the box to allow your site to be published in search results. Once you publish your site, notice that you have a drop-down menu that allows you to modify your publish settings. So if it was district only and you want to make it public, you can switch it, or vice versa. You can also view your published site, or you can unpublish. When you view your published site, this then takes you to the published version, which is the public-facing URL. This would be the one that you would share with your students and or their parents or other people in your campus so that they can visit your site. And that's about it. If you would like more information about setting up your site, you can visit this page here. Thank you very much.